You know, it's funny how certain conversations will bring out certain people's real personalities. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy RICO, the acronym back again, and it's time for a nice little in the house Rico's Rants. I'm not in the car right now because I'm actually gonna edit this one and work on it. It's been a second, I've been real busy, but I'm back in the studio doing my thing. So let's talk about the last thing I posted up. The last time I posted, I was talking about the whole Doechii thing and the Jasmine Crockett thing. And it is hilarious how that conversation has, well, maybe not evolved to a whole bunch of other people, but it definitely evolved in my life that day. Let me tell you a story. So I said what I said about Doechii's comments about cis-het men being red flags and how, none of us should be offended by that because, whatever. And man, the response I got from some men, not even on YouTube, but personal stuff I got in my Facebook and Instagram and all that other stuff. But one in specific, I was actually in this group chat with a lot of other black hardcore folks, and it seems as if that chat has now completely dissipated because of this opinion and how people's true personalities came out. And there was a lot of upset. Well, let me not even say a lot, because honestly, it was just one, maybe two, and I can't even think of who the second person would be, but one super straight dude that just had to come out of nowhere and, let us all know that he was not going to be a Doechii fan and he thought it was messed up and da da da. And it led to a very interesting conversation about something that I think is one of the biggest issues in the black community, and it's the whole idea of keep it in the house. Now that's where I'm going to choose to end that story because I don't want to go any more into that. But I do want to talk about the whole idea of keeping it in the house and not talking about certain business amongst certain other people, those people usually being white or, just not black. Now, to me, there is a lot of nuance to this because there is certain stuff that, personally, I don't think we should talk about in certain mixed company or anything like that. But at the same time, I'm also very much aware of how the assumption and weaponization of black unity can be used against certain other marginalized communities within the black community, usually the LGBTQIA community. And before I say anything else, let me just go ahead and say this out loud so that everyone understands what else is about to be said. So, just in case you want to hop off this video. If you call yourself being pro-black and your pro-blackness does not include black women, black trans people, black gay people, black asexual, black whatever, if somebody has to check their sexuality or religion or whatever at the door to simply focus on black issues, you're not pro-black. Okay? In all honesty and in all actuality, you are pro-black man, really pro-black straight man, because you're not focusing on anything else but blackness. But there's so many different facets to blackness. We'll sit there and say that black is not a monolith, but then say something dumb like, leave that LGBTQ stuff at the door. We talking about black stuff as if LGBTQ is a different race or something. So yeah, if you're pro-black but you're not pro-black everything, you're pro-black. You're just pro-black dude. That's it. And that just feeds the patriarchy, which, by the way, hurts you as well. But yeah, back to keeping it in the house and things of that nature. Because what spawned the whole thing in my group chat was the idea that if a black woman were to have a problem with a black man at any point, that it's not okay to say it out loud in front of people and say it out loud in front, especially not in front of white people.
Oh my God, please don't say it in front of white people.
So there tends to be this whole idea of keep it in the house. But we learned a long time ago that keeping it in the house and keeping all our issues in the house only means that now the people that are doing the most abuse outside of the system are now in our house, and we can't tell anybody else about it because, well, obviously we can't trust the system at all because the system is set up against us. So let's just all keep it in the house. So if anything happens, we'll handle it in the family. And I cannot tell you how many people I know that have been negatively affected by families that kept it all in the house. I can't tell you the amount of people I know that have been molested, that have been sexually assaulted, that have been just straight up physically or mentally abused and couldn't say anything because everybody wanted to keep it in the house, keep it in the family, don't spread the family business, stuff like that. If you're still thinking that way, you are very outdated, my friend. White folks know black people's issues. They know we put the shit on TV. Like, let's be real. Let's be 100 thou wow about it. Like, we literally, how many fucking reality shows are there with black people airing out their issues with other black people on TV? Come on, stop. So this whole don't do it in front of white people, but that Chris Rock bullshit, no, we've been off that. We've been off that. You're not you having issues with another black person does not make the entire black race look ununified or undignified or whatever the fuck, man. Like, that is such an old way of thinking. And we've got to get rid of that shit because it does nothing but hurt us in the end. And on a personal note, watch out for anybody using the word agenda way too loosely, especially when talking about the LGBTQIA community, because usually they're talking about this mythological ass gay agenda that doesn't fucking exist. And this whole, and my personal opinion on the conspiracy to emasculate black men, that shit is done monetarily. That is not done sexually. I don't think it has anything to do with people's sexual preferences. I think it has a lot to do with them teaching a whole bunch of little boys that being the man of the house and providing 100% of the money coming in is a thing that you have to do or you're not a man. And then these little boys grow up into a world that doesn't allow them to have one job or even two jobs and provide for an entire household of a wife and kids. So then they get they have to make up all this other bullshit to make themselves feel masculine, but really the taking away of masculinity of black men has way more to do with the ability to provide for a family than anybody then sexual preference has nothing to fucking do with it, okay? Stop. Okay, there have always been black men that dress like women. There have always been black trans men and women. There have always been black gay and women, black gay men and women. So, like, stop with the bullshit. Stop acting like this shit. Black straight men, listen to me when I say, stop acting like homosexuality as an invention of white people. It's not, okay? It's very much not. It's been around the whole fucking time. It was around in Africa before slavery, before chattel slavery, before the Middle Passage. It was there too, okay? Chill. 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 And to all the dusty dudes that sat there and liked Doechii when they thought that she was straight and liked straight dudes, and all of a sudden, because she doesn't like straight dudes, you're no longer going to be a fan. You were really not a fan in the first place. You just liked the way she looked. And you liked the fact that she rapped and kind of reminded you of Lauryn Hill or some shit. And yeah, so you weren't really a big fan or a good fan anyway. And I'm sure she's going to do fine without you. And you can call her all types of industry plan and indoctrinated and whatever, blah, 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 blah. You can say all that shit anyway. She's going to perform her way all the way to happiness and the bank. You have fun now. And as usual, whatever y'all think about this, let me know, man. Holla at me in the comments. Let me know what's going on. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I am trying to build this channel up. I'm trying to get better about doing more videos and getting them out to you quicker. Life's just real busy right now, especially if you check to check. And I am. So, you know. Holla at me on the next one. I'll holla at you. Peace.